Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter. Today we're playing 2 Point Museum.
Hi, I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and you're listening to Digging Deeper, the show that covers
move
all
this
things related
over
to archaeology,
to here.
science, aliens,
Okay.
the otherworldly, and even giant football pyramids.
So in the time since I last played this save and now, the 2.0 update has happened. Ooh, place that exhibit. That's a possibly better copy than what we've got. Yeah, so let's...
In today's show, is the world about to be overrun by an army of...
There we go. Okay, so yeah, same, but you might need something else. Floating balls. Everything always wants these stupid floating balls.
Some of them do bite.
There.
Expert required to restore exhibit. You're the expert.
Yeah, so this one I have used these decals to help. I'm hoping now we can possibly,
Announcement.
because one of the things that happened was that we should have better security items. Yeah, we've got a security tab. We're gonna unlock this. Over there. I mean, it's gonna go through. It'll have some time where it's not there. But rather than this, what I think we might do is have this security tab right here and this security tab.
Guests are thrilled with the price of the cafe. Should we be happy about that?
So yeah, you are being watched. So one thing that's really cool is if we look here, you can see like these should always be being watched now. Okay. What do I have here? Table of commerce. We need... Yeah, those are there. Where's my shredders? Yeah, I've got 3 of them that I can just... So if I've got a lot of stuff to do, I don't have to mess with it. I do have some issues with the wall where... Oh wait, hold on. I know what this is. This is... Yeah, something here is throwing a fit. Got that. And then we're just going to move this over. There. And really quickly, we're just going to paint... and that one. Okay. Now, so hopefully with having these extra security plus...
Attention. The museum is objectively unattractive. We need...
I don't think there's any reason for that one in there.
Objects.
Let's do... So...
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
And there.
Restoration required on exhibit. It's no longer presentable.
Yeah, definitely need to be focused on that. So I still need to activate the Stellar Sting, which is right here. To do that, I need the antenna decal. So let's come back over here. Which I think is here. Just go here and we'll do first aid kit to get rid of that one.
Deals in the gift shop. They might be too good.
Do I have a second helicopter pad? I do not. Okay, work zones. Okay, Stellar Sting. We need to manage zones. Stellar Sting. Yeah, this. I expanded this out and I did not. That's on me.
And we're back. Which
So let's
must
go
mean
double
the world
check. Yeah,
hasn't
okay,
yet been
that's...
subjugated by what archaeologist Professor Emmett Snowberger has described as a hidden gnome army. Yes, gnomes.
Those should...
Professor Snowberger claims his team uncovered the apocalyptic
Should get a little bit better.
horde
We
while
have boggy
excavating
men
in the
now.
Bone Belt, where they found thousands of
I believe
heavily
my
armed
only...
gnome
I have a
soldiers
restroom
with
here.
skin-like
And I
porcelain
have another
and
restroom over
unblinking
here.
eyes, lying in wait to rise up and conquer humanity. Oh. In an act of heroism, the professor and his team took up sticks and smashed the clay menaces to dust before they could march on major cities. Don't know about you, but I'll be sleeping more soundly tonight.
Alright, hold on. I need to remove that.
Should remain cautious when learning.
Okay, we
about
just gotta
alien
remove
viruses.
trash can. We're gonna shift this over.
Expert needed to restore exhibit. Thank you.
And do we... I know y'all want to work together, but can y'all work separately? Trying to make sure I got all the
Stolen
clips.
exhibit has been retrieved from Thieves. No one takes our stuff.
Yeah, I've got so many staff wages, but part of that's just because I needed to have so many security guards. So we have space. We do have several. Flies cream. We're doing good with knowledge on these things, at least. Oh, space. What did we get? We got this one. I like this one. This one's Space Given Star.
Be a party, okay?
Space Given Star. We'll add a little bit of a star. And kind of put there we go.
There's a crate on the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team have returned safely. Also good news.
All right, what did we get? Vivian Poodle is sick. Pristine toad toad.
Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
Yeah, we're gonna remove that. Since we already have let's do tour setup. We need to add this to it. But I want to there. There, and then we'll add that one. I feel like I'm missing something from... I am missing something.
New to the Crumley
It must be at
non-meat,
the other
non-veg,
location.
non-taste range. It's Crumley Crumb Pie.
Okay, those are that. You know, it's storm season though, so let's... Janitor, we can do that one. Get rid of that. We can do Kayla Bungle and we'll get XP. You know what? We're gonna do that one. See if we can't get a little bit better copy of anything.
With sumptuous powdery breadcrumbs and topped with Crumley's patented mix of singed butter, sugar, and flour ensures each mouthful is packed with stodgy blandness.
Oh.
See if we can do that. And since we've already got 3 out of 3, I mean, we could literally just have this be like right there.
Just like Mama used to make.
Attention. Botany exhibits are alive, but not as you know it.
Okay, let's maybe
Thieves were
work
caught
on
before they
trying
could escape with an
to...
exhibit. That was a close one. Announcement. Our collection of space exhibits is being inspected.
There's this gravel floor. I don't like that either. I know that we've got a whole bunch. Here's malted blue.
I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Malted green. Let's maybe
Exhibit requires
do...
restoration. It really is a shambles.
We do that, and then we could have this. We go up one more. No. There. And then we'll do one more.
Cafe food may taste cheap, and that's because it is.
I think that should be good. We could do... do that, and then up one like so.
We ask that you remain crime-free while security takes a break.
Okay, what do you need? Floating balls. Of
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
There. Just put this like right there.
Exhibit requires restoration. It really
What do
is
you
a
want?
shambles.
You want a lily pond decoration. Do I have... I don't think I've had... Lily pond, water lily. Yeah, I don't think I've had those. We can unlock these though. I've got the kudosh. Or these are 0 anyway. The cheese plant. See, I like doing these, especially for the... There. Is our crate back? Yes. Pristine. All right, we can place this.
Should make the jump and get on with their lives.
I will just do this. That one we can... We're gonna put it right there for now. This can go right here. Confirm. Now this one, I feel bad that we got. I think we should get like, even if it's just 2 random perks, I feel like we should get like 2 random perks back.
Thank you.
Oh, that's perfect. Surely it's past storm season. Yeah. That. We'll do first aid kit. And then I really need
Saying
to
farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
get them so that they're doing better.
Welcome back. Now it's time for our sporadically regular slot, Did You Know, where we reveal an exciting little-known fact to help edify you, the listener. Did you know that the average museum gets through 2,467
Let's see, and then we should have
sheets of toilet paper each day?
new
Enough to stretch
items
from the ground
unlocked.
to the summit of a tall tree and back again. Oh.
Put that there, and then we've also got the microwave. There we go. What other one do we have? Oh, this one, Pristine. The air conditioner, that one was a good one. Still have one more left to get. And we have that one. So I just got to get this one as a pristine and, or no, 500 guest view, the twisted torso. Okay. I think that's doable. What do we have left? There's a frogborn.
While the toilets
No, I know who it is that goes into that one. Okay.
like they are. Thank you. Please excuse the exhibit that requires restoration.
Okay, we're starting to make some of our money back. I think one way we'll be able to do that is especially if we have tours going. Oh, we have a dilemma. Hot Buzz, schlepping through the humid Ribitonian wilderness, your team reaches a fork in the road. One path leads along swaying grass and the other in a buzzing cave. I've done the long swaying grass. Let's try the cave. Your team discovers a buzzing box within the cave. A crew member opens it and instantly transforms into a frog by a curse that's trapped inside. Okay. So we've got the health clinic to do. We're just going to add the curses place as well.
Donations are always
I
welcome.
feel like
Never
these
returned.
might go really well, like having them over here instead.
The expedition team are back from space. Another successful voyage. Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
Shocker. Okay.
Announcement. Analysis complete.
Because then what happens is I can use these as backup. So like here I have a square and here's a square. So what I can do is I can take this square over here, this square right here.
Vandals. Port vandalizing. We stop.
We have the full thing. Okay, so see that now gets us a little bit better prestige in this room. And honestly, here we could take one of these and we could just chuck it in there. Circle, we have all of them. Triangle, we also have all. Okay, crate. Open crate. Well, this will get us the last information bit that we need. For that. This one needs to be cleaned. This one also needs to be cleaned. You know, I might not have...
But they're not prepared for this.
Does that need to be... Okay, I think it just automatically stays that way. Let's do a work zone. Let's add a zone.
Expert required to restore exhibit. You're the expert.
You know what? Let's just do
We're
all of
almost out
that.
time. but there's just enough for a reader's question, a chance to challenge my knowledge to help you, the listening public, learn more about archaeology, science, and the
There we go.
otherworldly.
Because we can do
Today's
that.
query
And this would
comes
be
from Jessica Goodnose, who asks, would it have made more sense for the pyramids to have been round? So they could have been
inner zone, because
rolled
it's
across the desert
basically,
rather
yeah.
than being
So let's
constructed
assign some
one block at a
staff.
time.
What do I have left for? Do I
Well,
have any staff
Jessica,
left here?
It's an
I really
interesting point.
don't.
Actually, it's not. I've been Hayley Von Trowell. Join me next time for another, hopefully much better episode of Digging Deeper.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
Some of these, like the frogs and the drop platform, are so close. Let's do, hold on. If that's podium. That's platform. Yeah, I think I've got, and urine frogs. Okay, urine frogs, and urine frogs. I think Crater's gonna be assigned there. They're gonna be assigned to the inner zone.
Gift shop is fantastic value. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be. Yeah, so then that way these will be cleaned up. We've got one person that's doing all of this, but really so we've got another one. The Frogborn waterfall. Okay, we're gonna do that. Remove these.
Restoration required.
Space.
It's no longer presentable.
Where Frogborn are born. Did they just come out of that?
Knowledge has increased.
We duplicate that to right here. Kind of hard to do when the whole thing is moving. This is the great, epic, and pristine levels. Oh, looks like we did finally get this one unlocked. Fantastic, because this one gets astral anomalies, which is the astral anomaly we need, the last Frogborn artifact, and then a mountainous plant. I believe that's the water lily. So let's do this. Hold on. We got an MIA possible here. Yeah, I have to send someone up that's kind of high up on the level. We have an illness. I don't have the ability to do that. Let's go ahead and do the haggle. Yeah, we can do that. The only thing we have left is the illness.
Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Okay, let's go through and do a
Attention.
tour.
Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
Confirm that one. Copy.
The expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going. School trip
And then we've got
approaching.
a third one that we'll have, so we're just going to confirm that. Copy. Oh, we've already got one over here.
Exhibit requires restoration. It really is a shambles.
Okay, so we've already got that one. So these are really just kind of my extra. I don't care about them. but they're really there in case I need some extra thing. Okay, where did that circle come from? Or it said that there was a circle.
Gift shop requires restocking. There's nothing to
You know, I
buy.
think we can put this like right there. I had it right there facing that way back when I had a bathroom there. Yeah, let's exhibit this one. Where are my staff? You know what? It looks like everyone's hungry. Let me grab you real quick. Clean that.
Interested guests are reminded that not everything has to be a party.
Let's do some food like right here.
Expert required to restore exhibit. You're the expert.
Cheesy gubbins, that jumbo nut. And then we'll do spongy cake balls. Okay. That's gonna help generate some income as well. We could also over here have burp, moose juice, probability, and
Under this
swell.
ceaseless sun, the vegetation thrives, but everything we have is spoiled. Return to a world of legend and lamb chops with even bigger steaks. The green
Yeah, they're apparently
crosser
very hungry.
grows
We could
too
honestly
age-old enemies will
have some space
meet
over
again.
here, but I think I also want...
You can't stop him this time. Meat Wizard! Meat Wizard and the rotten beef, coming eventually to the Bungle Button Master. Where the games be happening.
seating. I'm trying to figure out where we can place some seating because people are going to get tired.
Guests are reminded not to litter the museum. You seem to need reminding.
That we'll have a couple of them right here. I know I need to color some of this stuff, but I'll figure that out in a little bit.
Frequently asked questions. The museum
Oh, let's look at partnerships. Yeah, we've got these. Let's try to increase our ticket price.
Expedition team returning.
Okay, they
Outer
keep
space.
fluctuating back to this, so I'm gonna put this back down to where it's just one apiece. All right, open our crate. And here is the ballistic antenna. It's amusing and it does a space hug, so it boosts entertainment, but it is average. But on some ways, I don't care.
Announcement.
There we go. Seems a fourth glyph is active on your astral anomaly. You must be close to solving the mystery.
Our stuff.
And there is our fourth star. Now that you've wrung the Frogborn dry of their galactic wisdom, you're left to figure out things for yourself. That's enough of copying people's work. That's the lily pad pawn and the model of Ribitonia. Let's go ahead and continue.
How many advanced civilizations does it take to solve a galactic mystery? 4 and counting, according to research at the county's Space Museum, as another alien civilization joins the efforts to understand the astral anomalies, completing the quadrant of cosmic confusion. The ever-growing assembly still has lots of questions and plenty of languages to ask them in.
The original astral anomaly has responded to the museum's collection, coming to life and spitting out what seems to be coordinates. If these are the last traces of the astral anomalies, we may be able to reverse diagnose their navigation, investigate all the discovery sites, and find where they've been coming from. Okay, but first, it was this one. Yeah, this one needed a lily pond decoration. So let's go back here because I think I just unlocked that one. There, lily pond. Yeah, now that's perfect.
Teasball is not permitted inside the museum. What's wrong with you?
Needs a hologram. And a space button wall display. Well, I don't have the ability to do a space button wall display on that. But we can do... I can give you a hologram. Space. I'm going to do a hologram like right there. And I'm going to do some space capsules here. There we go. It's going to get everything except for that because I just don't have that.
Assistant to restock gift shop. Please and thank you.
Probably should check to make sure that I'm actually doing this where I can. Yeah, I can't do... I could do that here. Oh, okay, I can. I think that's gonna be pretty much it. Oh, we could do one here, here, and here.
You're prohibited from bringing food into the museum and encouraged to make do with what
There we go.
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
Trying to do a little bit of having some windows out here. There. There we go. Hold on, let's do, if we do walls. No, that doesn't look. There's also this one. That one doesn't look too bad. That's the star one. Wobble space. No, I simple panel green. Two-tone green. Wall ice paper. No, that's... Here's two-tone green.
Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
That doesn't look too bad. We can also do that. Hold on. No. That one needs to be like that. Okay. Now we'll keep that dark. Let me think on that one. Now, I did find out that I had another cheese one. Because there's that cheese one.
Feeling hungry and distracted should try being fed.
Oh, here we go. Lunar melt. We could possibly do that to maybe here. And we could also do it like back here as well.
Expert needed to restore exhibit. Thank you.
Yeah, that gives a little bit of some definition to it, I think. Okay, we need to go here. Now we did open up this place. Turn a monthly profit of over $10,000. It's storm season. I can't help but do that. Let's do haggle handbook so we can possibly save some money. Okay, let's take this and we're going to add
Guests are feeling thirsty.
that.
Panic accordingly.
Examine that space scrap that's there. Found circles, thank you. It is just average.
Our gift shop has
I'd love it if we
no
could find
prices.
have like pristine
Gift
levels of
keeps
that,
on
but
gifting.
most of the ones I found are just average. I
Harrison Wolf on
think I have-
radio.
think across both
Hey,
saves,
how
I can
are
probably
ya?
count on one
You're
hand
listening to
how many I've
Harrison
had, and I've got
Wolf
like
on
2 here,
Radio.
2 or 3.
Well, that was a little ordinary for my liking. I'll come up with something unconventional while you listen to some conventional music.
So this one, I can't analyze it because it's been stolen. I've just been kind of keeping it here as a placeholder.
Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
You know what? We could just go ahead and analyze that. It's a little bit too long. What if... Confirm that. What if we move that over there? That's fine.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from Thieves. No one takes our stuff.
General, what do we have? That, here we go. What is this? Ornamental bloom stand? Fine touch. Paths and open spaces. Oh, that's ornamental armless statue. Desert boulders. Plants. Sunflower plant. Different topiaries. Palms. This one I liked.
You can lead a guest to a watery exhibit, but you must not let them drink.
Ornamental lantern. Yeah, we could have one of those.
Restoration required on exhibit. It's no longer presentable.
Ornamental pillith. Let's do one
Announcement. Analysis complete.
there.
Learn anything
I'm
good?
sure these are modded items. Okay, we've got those. What do we have for plants? Vine column, which we've already got one right there. Let's get a duck.
Please enjoy the botany exhibits
Botanical
while you
pond would
can.
be good,
None of you will get
but that means I've
elsewhere.
got to gotta burn a bunch of stuff. Frogborn lamp. Okay, that's good because we can use those in place of these.
It's not there.
All right, we're just gonna remove all those and decoration space. Where? Frogborn lamp. Here we'll do.
There's no one in the camera room. This is your chance.
And let's see. Yeah, I think that's, and then we'll do one like right there.
Now for something the news isn't telling you. One of my top sources believes that bungled technologies have been messing around under the county's surface. Says they
All right, let's
have these
see what we
networks
got.
of tunnels.
Hoppercraft. Okay, that's the last one that we've got to
Some of them
get.
as big as a bowling alley. So, what are they doing down there? It ain't
So let's
bowling,
put
my
that one
friends.
there, and this one we might be able to
Police
put
were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
right there. That's gonna throw a fit on that one. Okay, so we're gonna have to.
Expedition complete. So, what's in the box?
Like so. Okay, if we remove that, we'll just click this. Hold on.
Expert needed.
We're set up.
Restore exhibit. Thank you.
And there. Confirm. I think we got one more item to get. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, we got to do someone a little bit higher up. Someone with piloting. Haggle, yeah.
Expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance. Someone is stuck in the
I may
museum.
have to go and make some
They
decisions.
need dislodging.
Okay. Okay, security guards. I don't think I need this many security guards now. Yeah, I know. We need to do some stuff to figure out and make sure. Okay, so security. I really want to keep my higher level. Let's go just do security. Okay, so I have cheese. Okay, they're gonna go through and do that. Yeah, we're gonna fire you. Hold on. All right, who do we have in gardens? Okay, we have, okay, you and cheese and you and cheese. Okay, so I think cheese is good. You are in Stellar Sting, even though you're not there right now. But you were the only one that's in Stellar Sting. Okay. You know what? Fastest way to do this is going to be just to unassign everyone. And we're going to... We're going to have to figure this out. Okay, so you are the newest one on there. Okay. Can we sort? So you, if we look at Gibbons, well, yeah, let's manage zones. I'm gonna look at Gibbons. Let's go ahead and add this into the Gibbons work zone. Let's do this. Okay, so we've got gardens, cheese, Gibbons, frogs, cultural hallway, space junk, entrance. Okay, we have drop platform, cellar sting, podium. Add that. And then we have the inner zone. Okay. Sign staff. Security only is what we're going to look for. I think you can go gardens. You... We're going to assign inner. Gibbons. Who else do we have? Okay. Okay, I need someone else who's in camera to have cheese. You're greedy, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to fire you. You're delicate, so let's fire you. Okay, you're robust and you're in security. Okay, so you're doing that. Okay, okay, you're going to be inner zone. Fine. Okay, let's do you to entrance. Okay, we've already got the person that's doing gardens. I'm not gonna ding anyone, but you're gluttonous, which means decreases food. Maybe I already fired them. Space Junks, Dolly Goose can do Gibbons, because the other Gibbons is actually for the camera. Tarquin will do frog. No, Tarquin was fired. Barbara was fired. Trey Mojo will do frogs. You need to be... Yeah, that's my level 15. I can't get rid of my level 15. Yeah, leaving fire. Davina Flush. We're going to fire you. And we'll do you. We'll have podium. You on. We've already got. Have we already got cheese? Yeah, you under cheese because that's a separate thing. You I'm keeping. Firing you. Yeah, and you're first in or last in, last out. So yeah, those are done. Fired. Florence Clear is available. Space Flower. Can't drop after seeing. Okay, 6 days remaining. Drop platform. Thomas Bucket. We'll do Stellar Sting. Okay, I don't have any of these. Okay, so I really need 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Oh yeah, they're fired. Okay. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 assistants. How many assistants do I have? 9. We'll train you for accomplished mission. No, I can't because I can't do that. Okay, you know what? Okay. That just let go a lot of staff. We'll have to wait to see what the staff wages pick up as.
It's a breath of fresh, frozen air.
Yeah, because I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I fired 7, 8. No, 7. Fired 7 of my security guards.
From Bungled Technologies.
The cafe offers a range of food and drink at alarmingly affordable prices. Expert required to restore exhibit. You're the expert.
There's an extra 5,000. Above tour knowledge, above stand knowledge. Good. Okay, we're back in black now. Still losing money, but I think it's going up. It's going up. Okay. because we're down to 17. Yeah, some of them are still, they need to pick up the pace. Experts. So I've got 2 botanists who are really only looking after this empty field. So I really need to get that botany going.
Check out the deals in the gift shop. They might be too good.
And the experts, because I need at least 2 per zone. This is all botany, and let's look at work zones for just that. So I have stellar sting. Then I have this one is in frogs and frogs. Okay. Cheese and cheese. Gardens, which I only need 1 space person in gardens, and then both of my floral people should be in garden. Here's podium. Podium, drop platform. We've already done space junk. Gibbons. I only have 1 in inner zone that he's just taking care of all of that. I could probably make this all 1 and probably drop it down from 6 to maybe 4. Still losing money. That's 10, 20, 30, yeah. Do we have a bin?
That's where you work now.
There's for our 9th assistant. They're returning home. We're just gonna go back into
Vandals. Caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
sell that. Okay, that's average quality,
Please
but
excuse the exhibit that requires restoration. I'm pretending it's not there.
there. Because that's going to give us the ability to have... One, we're going to confirm that. That's like absolutely horrible, but it is the botanist's job to do that particular one. Yeah, you're that one. Are you my other botanist? You're delicate. There. You're dull. Well, let's maybe see if we can't get a better botanist. Because one of them can't do...
Harrison Wolf on 2-point radio. So, what do you think Bungle?
One of them's dull, so they can't do tours, and the other one...
Personally, I think they're detaching 2-point.
It's just kind of like, I can't really send them on anything.
The county wherever they want. But where? I'll keep digging up the dirt. Hold on tight.
Family friendly hat impairs training speed. I'll take that. You're fly tipper. You know what?
Some of you don't know what botany
Donuts
means.
increase happiness.
You're
Well,
in
we
the
can
right
handle
place.
this. Can we apply them to a work zone from here? No. But we can do it from here. So you are in gardens. You are also in gardens. I mean, you're a half-wit, but more valuable than this one. Yeah, we're gonna fire them. Eleanor is also cheaper.
Exhibit requires restoration. It really is a shambles.
What am I looking at here? Pay review. Do you need to get everyone so that they're happy? Why are you... You're fired. You should not be getting a pay review or pay extra. Anyway, hopefully that solves some of our financial issues. But we will continue in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day and see you next time.